Good evening. How was your day, or how's your day going? This is Power365 online radio coming to you live from Felele, Ibadan. And this is our world news at 4 p.m. First, the major headlines. No ransom paid for Kaduna school children release, federal government. Federal Executive Council approves construction of 28 roads and bridges. Edo CJ constitutes panel to probe deputy governor. Senegalese election, 44-year-old Faye set to become Africa's youngest president. The federal government on Monday maintained that no ransom was paid for the release of 137 school children kidnapped from Kuriga, Chikun local government area, Kaduna State. Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris gave the position after the regular meeting of the Federal Executive Council at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. According to him, the non-payment of ransom is in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policy of dealing with such matters. Idris said the president appreciated the role of security services in the safe return of the abductees and vowed that all those involved in such acts in the country would be fished out. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved a new infrastructure development fund to facilitate effective infrastructure development across the critical sectors including agriculture, transportation, ports, aviation, energy, healthcare, and education. Tagged the Renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, the fund is expected to invest in critical national projects which, according to the presidency, will promote growth, enhance local value addition, create employment opportunities, and stimulate technological innovation and exports. A statement issued by Ajuri Ngelale, Special Advisor to the President, Media Publicity, gave the objectives to include establish an innovative infrastructure investment vehicle to attract and consolidate capital, serving as a dynamic driver for economic advancement. It also said that the fund will identify appropriate approaches in its investment strategy, such as direct project financing through budgetary allocations and SPVs, co-financing with key institutions, multilateral development institutions, as well as equity investments. Following the directives by the Edo State House of Assembly, the Chief Judge of the state, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, has set up a 7-man panel to probe the petition against the comrade Philip Shaibu, the state deputy governor. The Assembly had on March 6 served a notice of impeachment on Shaibu over alleged misconduct and perjury with a 7-day ultimatum to respond to the petition. The House, due to alleged evasion by the deputy governor to be served the impeachment notice, ordered for a substituted means of service through the state-owned Observer newspaper and the Vanguard newspapers, respectively, as this was published on March 12. However, the House, in its plenary on March 19, passed a resolution directing the Chief Judge to set up the panel to probe the allegations leveled against the Deputy Governor, and this, it was gathered, was complied to by the Chief Judge on Monday. Senegal's ruling coalition candidate Amadou Ba has called the opposition's Bassirou Diomaye Faye to concede victory in Sunday's presidential election, a government official said. According to the British Broadcasting Corporation (BBC), unofficial results showed that Mr. Faye had a strong lead over Mr. Barr. Mr. Faye had been in prison 10 days before the vote and campaigned on the promise of radical change. Official results from an election which was originally due last month are expected to come in the coming days. And this ends our world news at 4. Thank you for staying tuned. Once again, these are the headlines. No ransom paid for Kaduna school children released, federal government. Federal Executive Council approves construction of 28 roads and bridges. Edo CJ constitutes panel to probe deputy governor. Senegalese election, 44-year-old Faye is set to become Africa's youngest president. Thank you for staying tuned to Power 365 FM. Tomorrow we'll bring in fresh editions of news and fresh editions of of programs that will come to your listening pleasure. Until then, make sure you log on to our website www.power365fm.com, where you enjoy sonorous music and programming. Thank you. God bless you. Do have a good evening.